Hey everyone, we are out in Skyhold today doing the Way of the Artificer quest. Now this is going to be one of 3 specialization quests that you have available to you from your specialization trainers. Um, if you haven't already gotten the quest, I am going to run you down to where the specialization trainers are and show you where they're at and how you get this quest. So the Way of the Artificer actually comes from speaking with 3 eyes, so we're going to do that.
You're the Inquisitor, hmm? Honored. Don't ruin it.
Ruin it?
By pretending to something you're not. If you want things just so, what I have to teach will be lost on a fool. Your people asked for an Artificer. My name is Three Eyes. Let's get started.
Right. Straight to business.
A good first step. More than you know. The Artificer builds for battle. We survive through detail and efficiency in equal parts. What some forget is that artifice, not artistry, sets the better snare. Save the soul for a showpiece. You don't want to love your toys so much that you're picking rivets off the field. Makers need some distance, dignity.
I'm ready to start learning.
You need tools. And to walk some simple paces. Here are instructions to follow. Your last, so far as I'm concerned. After this, you instruct the course of every fight. If you've the patience.
Okay, so now we have the quest Way of the Artificer. Go to the journal and make that our active quest. And what you need to do is collect 3 alpha Quillback spines, 20 Obsidian, and read the book or acquire the book, The Writing on Artificer Methods. Once you have collected all of these items, you actually want to go to the requisition table. I'll show you where that's at in here. So you want to go to the requisition table here, and once you have all those items, you're going to be crafting the custom precision tools. I point this out because there's some confusion. I've seen in some forum posts where people get done with the quest and it doesn't unlock the new skill tree for them, and they're wondering what else they have to do. This is kind of the final step once you've completed all the different aspects of the Way of the Artificer quest itself. You need to come back to the requisition table and fill this requisition. Once you do that, it will unlock your ability tree. So,
Of course.
luckily,
Another
the
time.
first part of this is actually done outside in Skyhold. So, acquire writing on Artificer methods. You're gonna find that book upstairs inside your keep. Gonna head up in here, and it's gonna be on a table here on the right where Varric normally is standing. So here's the book. Go ahead and read that, and you've got your first part of Way of the Artificer complete. And we will be back in just a sec and go hunt down some alpha Quillback spines. Alright, so we're back and we are on the hunt for alpha Quillback spines. This is actually going to be found from your war table on the Orlais side of your map. And you're going to find them out in the western approach. I wanted to show this to you just in case you haven't unlocked the western approach yet. This is where it's at on your map. If you choose to investigate the western approach, it will cost you 8 power. Once you unlock that, you can head out there and continue your search for alpha Quillback spines, and we'll be back in just a sec. Alright, we are out in the western approach looking for alpha Quillback spines. When you start out in the western approach, you're going to start at the Lost Spring Canyon camp. From the camp, you're going to head down in this direction, and you're going to run into a rift right here that has some level 8 demons. Go ahead and kill them off. Make your way further southwest, and you're going to go past these 2 mine entrances and get down here. Now, when you get down here, you want to take a look up on your left, and you see this wooden structure up here. This is a quarry, so quarries are a lot like logging stands. You probably picked one up early on in the game. They are used to fill requisition orders, so while you're out here, make sure you grab that. But for your alpha Quillback spines, you are looking for this pack of 3 Quillbacks that are going to be blocking your path. So if you go up here and get close, I'll target the first one in the middle here, And you can see he is an Alpha Quillback. Level 8. And we're going to go ahead and take him out, and he is who's going to drop our first Alpha Quillback spine. Alright, so they are dead. Come up here and do a bit of looting. Quillback Fang, Quillback Intestine, Alpha Quillback Spine. So, that's what we were looking for. That's our first of 3, and we will be back in just a sec with our next one. Alright, so we are back out in the western approach looking for our second Alpha Quillback Spine. Now, right now, we are almost in the exact position we were when we left off last time, and we came down from the Lost Spring Canyon camp past these 2 mines and killed off our first set of 3 Quillbacks, one of which was an Alpha Quillback, and he gave us our first spine. Behind me you're going to see that quarry I mentioned in the first part, and what we're going to do is we're going to head out in this direction. I'm going to walk you over there versus just showing you the path. Just because it's not exactly as straightforward as I would prefer. So we're going to head up in this direction. And we're going to make our way down here. We're going to head up here to the left and kind of follow this fence or this railing. Up. Keep going up. And up here on your left, you can see that Alpha Quillback running around up there. We're going to top this hill and see a few more. So here are our friends. We're going to kill them off. And of course the hyena wants to come play. Alright, so there is our second set. We're going to do some looting, and we are going to find our next Alpha Quillback Spine. And we will be back in just a sec with our third. Alright, so we are back looking for our third Alpha Quillback Spine for the Way of the Artificer quest. Now, this one is going to be located up Old Prison Road. If you start at Craggy Ridge Camp, now where's Craggy Ridge Camp from where you started in the zone? Here's where you started in the zone, Lost Spring Canyon Camp. You made your way out, down, out in this direction, and you probably came across Nazir's Pass Camp. Northwest from Nazir's Pass Camp, you are going to run into Craggy Ridge Camp. And if you keep heading up in this direction, right here you're going to find Griffon Wing Keep. So depending on what level you are when you're in this zone doing this quest will depend on how you proceed. My personal preference is that if you are level 11, 10, 11, something along those lines, where you can take on level 12 guys and capture this keep here at Griffon Wing Keep, do it. I mean, you have to do it anyways. Well, you don't have to, but I mean, who doesn't want to capture the keep? So, It's part of the questing that goes on out here, capturing the keep. So eventually you're going to have to run in there and capture that. Why not do it when you're out here if you're of level? However, if you come out here and you're only level 8, taking on a bunch of level 12 guys is not going to be easy. So if you do want to finish this quest without capturing the keep, there is a way to do it. Normally you need to capture the keep and do a war table operation. That's something to the effect of finding the source of darkspawn, and that war table operation will clear up all of this poison gas. However, if you aren't level 12, level 11, level 10, something where you can actually take out that keep, you can still get across this poison gas without too much difficulty. You see where I am on the map right now. You can see this feature on your map here. What you want to do is come up and look across the trench here. You can see the gate down there on my right. And if you pan across here, you're going to see a grouping of rocks just ahead of me. You can actually jump up that grouping of rocks and make it up through the gas. So we're going to head over there and do that. Going to jump up here and then up here. And we kind of make it out of the gas area without too much trouble. Keeps you from having to capture the keep and having to do the quest that gets you up here to Old Prison Road.
Who placed a skull out here, and for what purpose?
Once you get out here, you are going to have to take on some bad guys in order to reach your alpha Quillbacks.
One down!
Once again, I want to show this to you. I don't want to say this is the wrong way to do it, but a little different way to do it, just for the fact that, once again, in the forums, there's a lot of people saying, you know, you have to be a certain level in order to do this and complete it. You know, there is a way around it. It's not my recommended method for it, just for the fact that when you come out to the zone, you want to capture the keep anyways, and when you get to this side of the map, there's a quest chain that completes over here. So capturing the keep just naturally puts you on that quest chain. So, but if you are really hard after getting this completed, I just want to show you that you can absolutely do that. So we're going to make our way around this corner, and we're going to find our last set of alpha Quillbacks that we need to take out. Go ahead and do that.
One down!
Okay, so alpha Quillback's down, and our last alpha Quillback spine. And we will be back in just a sec and talk about how we go about getting that 20 Obsidian. Alright, so we're back and we're on the hunt for Obsidian. If you're playing on hard or nightmare and you're only like level 8 or 9, my suggestion is to go over the Ferelden side of the map and look for a little pyramid up here called Find the Warden. If it's not there, when you first got to Skyhold, Varric came up and you engaged in a bit of dialogue with him, and he said that he wanted to introduce you to someone. If you head up on the ramparts near the tavern, if you go over to the tavern, left side of the tavern, there is on the door side, there's a little stairway that leads up onto the ramparts. Head up there, hang a right, and keep walking around. You're going to approach an exclamation point. That exclamation point is Varric. Talk to him. He's going to introduce you to someone, and through conversation with them, you're going to get this pyramid put on your map. Once it's there, if you unlock it, it's going to be the zone called Crestwood. Head out to Crestwood. You don't have to do anything while you're there. just come on back, and when you get back to Skyhold and get back to your war table, you're going to find Crestwood Resources as an available operation. Choose that, choose Cullen, and go ahead and run that with him, and he's going to return with some Obsidian. Now, he's not going to come back with 20, unfortunately, so you're going to have to run this 3 or 4 times with him in order to get him to return all the Obsidian you need. But this is by far the most no-nonsense approach in order to getting the Obsidian. It's not quick. You could see that what I had, it was going to take about 14 minutes to run. As I said, you're going to have to run it 3 or 4 times, but there's no chance of you dying running war table operations. So if you want to go and run other quests while you're waiting on this to complete, if you can wait that amount of time, that's great. The next closest option for you, in my opinion, where you can actually just go get all 20 fairly easily, is out in the Emerald Graves. So if you go over to the Orlais side of the map, you're going to look for this little pyramid down on the right-hand side that says Make Contact in the Emerald Graves. Go ahead and select that and unlock the Emerald Graves. And I will take you out there and show you the other way that I really like to hook myself up with 20 quick Obsidian and get this quest knocked out. So we'll be back in just a second. Alright, so we're out in the Emerald Graves. We're going to look for some Obsidian. The Obsidian you're looking for out here is actually sold by a vendor. Okay, now if you've already been out to the Emerald Graves, you have either Watcher's Reach unlocked, and there is a vendor waiting here for you, or you have a place over here called Argon's Lodge unlocked, and there's a waypoint here, and the vendor is over there. If you have neither, there's no vendor here whatsoever. What you want to do, or if you've just come out to the zone, you want to make your way up in this direction. When you just get just out of camp, you're going to run into 4 level 12 guys that you have to take care of. This is not an insurmountable task. You can absolutely do it. Once they're dead, you head down into this ravine, and you find yourself down at this little camp. Now what you want to do is talk to this NPC Fairbanks, because he's going to give you the waypoint out here so you can fast travel here. But once you've spoken to him, you want to head inside here, and on this back wall, you see this little poster. You want to examine that, and you're going to get the quest, A Fallen Sister. Okay? And the Fallen Sister quest, once you go to the Viridian Mine. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the Viridian Mine, and during the Fallen Sister quest, you're actually going to release some captives from this jail cell there, and one of the captives is the vendor that is out here and operates this little stall that's been set up here. So what we want to do is head out of Watcher's Reach and up to the Viridian Mine, and I will walk you through the quest and how you get that vendor. Feel free to skip ahead if you want. I just want to show you that I'm only level 9 right now, so I want to show you that this is something you can absolutely do. It's not something that is a completely insurmountable task if you're not at level 12 yet. So it's not easy by any means. I'm sure a couple people are going to die along the way, but we will be able to get out there and get that quest completed, and then I will show you where you get your Viridian, or your Obsidian. So we're going to kill off these guys here. These guys are always here. Okay, so those guys are down. We are going to continue up in this direction. Try to avoid whatever degree of fighting we can. And we're going to head up here and we're going to find a little sentry outpost that's been set up. We're going to kill off those guys we find and then head down towards the mine. So here's the little outpost I was telling you about. My suggestion is if you are not of level yet, definitely take out these archers first. They will be your biggest problem. Poor Cassandra. So, okay, so the sentries are down. Once you get them taken care of, you're going to have to head down this path here. And you are going to find some additional guys to fight down here. Now, they are not always down here, just FYI. But we just happened to get lucky enough to find them on this excursion down here. Okay, so those guys are dead. Another friend coming out to join us. You can always count on seeing him. Okay, and once he is dead, you want to head on inside the Viridian Mine. And my personal preference is to go around to the right, go around whatever direction you want, just like doing it this way. And there's a key over here. Grab that key, because that key is going to give you access to the cell that the captives are in. Go ahead and take out this guy here. And you may be able to sneak over there and unlock that cave without killing this chick off, but honestly, it's part of a quest that's out here, so you're in this area, you might as well complete it if you can. As you can see, she's really not the easiest thing to kill when you're a few levels lower than her, but not impossible. She's dead. Head over here to this jail cell and crack it open with that key that you picked up. And you finished Not Everyone's Free. Head back to Watcher's Reach. This is why I had you talk to Fairbanks, so you would get this waypoint. When you get back to Watcher's Reach, head inside here. And now this little vendor stall / stand will be active. If you go over to the crafting materials, you will see that she sells obsidian. Grab 20. that gives us our 20 obsidian, and from there we're going to head back to Skyhold. Alright, so we're back in Skyhold. Now what we want to do is head over here in the corner and go to the requisition table that I showed you when we first started our little journey here. Walk in here, and we're going to create our custom precision tools, and then we're going to head down and talk to Three Eyes, and that is going to unlock the Artificer ability tree inside your abilities menu. So we'll craft that. Okay.
In due time. Hold yourself.
Head out here. I'm just going to fast travel down there. And we're going to head over back by the well. Talk to Three Eyes.
You have your tools. The first of the pieces that you could build with. You've a choice. Do you commit to constructing yourself? Making? There's no splitting focus.
Okay, and just one thing to note here is that you may have talked to all three of them and gotten all of their quests, maybe doing them in whatever ever order you may choose, but once you commit to one, you cannot go and take any of the other specializations. So make sure before you make this decision right here that you're sure you want to do it. It's not something you can undo when you use like the Tactician's Renewal accessory necklace, and where it resets all your skill points. It does not reset your skill tree choice. You get to make this decision once, so make sure that this is what you want to do. I'm going to select yes, I'll become an Artificer.
I understand, and I've made my choice. I'll do this.
Take up your tools, and never let them leave your reach. We have many, many details to study. Welcome to the life you make, Inquisitor.
Okay, so Way of the Artificer is completed, and if we go into our character record, check out our ability trees. Go over here, we will find the Artificer ability tree. So, I hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Take care.